Hello everybody, back here again for another Idiot's Guide to Marathon Training, and today is Sunday the 21st, and today was an absolutely beautiful day out. Started off nice and sunny and hot. Ran up to Ottumwa to hang out with a buddy of mine, and we were sitting out there having a couple cigars and that before I went for my run, and a storm came through and just rained like hell for quite a while. Actually got right down cold. I think like low 60s there for a little bit. Didn't end up going for the run in the daytime like I planned. It was just, I don't know, it started raining on us. It was crappy, it was cold, didn't ever get out and run. So I had to take my run on my way home. So driving back home, I've got about an hour drive home. I stopped partway on this crappy country back highway out here in Iowa and put on my little flashy red light and took off running. It's super foggy tonight. It's chilly out. It was actually so bad there was twice I had to actually stop, and actually didn't stop, but take off my glasses while I was running, which luckily I could see good enough without my glasses to survive. And I was able to actually basically head on down through, and was actually running in the fog so bad my glasses were getting like wet, like it was getting rained on almost. It was so dense. I had water in my beard and that. It was just water on my body, plus the sweat, of course. And the humidity was horrendous. I had 5 miles to run a day. Training called for a 13:10 pace. I decided today to ignore my watch virtually, except for the mile marks, obviously, and the time to fuel, which is 45 minutes is what I have it set up at. I ran down, got to the 2 mile mark, since I was only running 5. Knew I had another half mile to turn around and head back to the car. So I did watch my watch twice there. I watched it, obviously, I think it was like 2:32 when I checked it, and then it got to like the 2:60, I think, or to 2.6 miles. Turned around and headed back. So I had an extra 0.2 mile there, which wasn't a big deal. Give me a chance to walk and cool down when I got back. Something I don't recommend for safety-wise, you're on a super busy highway, but if you got some back roads you can kind of get out and you've got some nice lights. I ran with no headlight at all, and once I saw 3 cars in the whole time, which was out there for quite a while, close to an hour. And it was really cool because of the fact there was hardly any cars on the road. I turned off my flashing light even and just ran with the moonlight. It was gorgeous out. It was so nice. I tried to get some photos, tried to get some video. It was just too dark for that. I couldn't get any video at all, so that's why I'm doing it right now in the car, sitting here on the way home. The one good thing about the concept of going out there at night, though, is just so peaceful. I had my headphones in, my iPod and that. At one point, I actually took them off and just turned off the iPod, everything. Just ran with nature. I heard some, I think, a couple coyotes off in the distance. I ran up on a family of raccoons. There was the mother, and there was, I think, 6 or 7 babies. I didn't get them all counted exactly, but a whole bunch of them, which you don't want to really get a pissed off mother coon around you, but a lot of you guys in the bigger cities and that would never have the experience of that at all. But it was a really cool experience. The babies were, I'm guessing, 2.5, 3 pounds maybe each. They're little tiny boogers, so definitely a really cute little thing to come across. Came across a deer, not really a big deal. They were quite a ways off in the distance, and they took off running pretty quick when they saw me coming at them. Then I saw a car coming up from in front of me, turned on my flashing lights, so I'd make sure they'd spot me. I have reflectors on, I have different things like that. It didn't work out too bad. Went ahead, and then I turned the light off once the car got past and got out of sight. Worked really well. So I was just out there, super peaceful. If you get the chance to go out, I don't know if you have some trails that are, not overgrown by trees. You can get some full moon. It was a full moon tonight. Luckily, the clouds had parted. It had been cloudy all evening. I was worried about that a little bit, but I was hoping I'd be able to make it, and the clouds just parted out completely. There wasn't a cloud anywhere near the moon. Absolutely I couldn't ask for better running. It was nice and cool. I'm guessing probably mid-60s or so. Just gorgeous. If I could run like that every single day, every single night, the full moon, that kind of deal, I would run all my runs at night. It was cool. It was beautiful. Just peaceful with nature. The whole thing was it was surreal. It really was. Like my body's got some injuries. Toe is still all jacked up. Because I'm running with that toe so messed up like it is, my body's off camber. I'm kind of favoring that a lot. So my other knee's hurting. My left shoulder blade's killing me. My right buttocks, ironically, for some reason, is hurting like hell. I've got massive pains all over my body from favoring that stupid toe, and it's driving me nuts. But tonight, I'd say about 2 miles into it, my body started kind of loosening up, got to feeling better, and absolutely loved it. I was absolutely having such a great time. The 5th mile, like I said, I didn't even look at my watch for speed at all. I just went ahead and ran it out. I ended up averaging, I think, 10 something per mile. I'd have to look exactly. But I was averaging about 11-minute miles. It was training called for 13:10. I just ran what I felt good at. And I was running, I think, like I said, in the low 11, something like that the whole time. The 5th mile, after the 4th mile going into the 5th mile, I went ahead and kind of just sped up a little bit. It was a little bit of a downhill, the nice flat by the wetland area I was at. And I was just rocking along, and it turned out to be like an 8:34 pace, something like that, I think it was. Super good pace for me. I was loving every minute of it. Had a great time, slowed down, went ahead and did my walk back over to it. And even as a reward for my after run, I had myself I had a donut there. So, not the best after run training, but it worked for me. The other thing I had as my recovery drink was a Mountain Dew. So, that was a couple things. Probably not going to be that good for me tonight, trying to go home, go to bed. It's getting close to midnight right now. Oh well, things happen. I love donuts. I'm a fiend for donuts. So, and Mountain Dew, I get one 24-ounce bottle a night, and that was the time to have it. So, all I gotta say, get out there, run differently. Don't run the same path all the time. Don't run the same trail. Don't run the same time of day. Try some different stuff. Try some different things. Just get out there, change it up a little bit. If you can find yourself a backcountry road somewhere that you can be safe with lights and you're not concerned about getting run over, go out and try it. Just see what it's like to run in a full moon. Absolutely beautiful. I gotta recommend. It was probably the most peaceful I've ever ran in my life. I enjoyed, except for the body hurt and stuff, mentally it was the best run I've had by myself probably ever. I mean, Drake half marathon was amazing. I've had some really good runs with my buddy. We've been talking and BS and stuff. Those are always great runs. But running by myself tonight, I'd have to say it was probably by far the best one I've had. So get out there, do yourself a little night running, and let me know what you find out. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Get out there and get your sweat on.